Hello and welcome. This is Varun, Technical Advisor, Design and Prototyping and Educational Consultant for Tutormatch.com. In this session, we will be discussing how to input imperial drawings and convert imperial drawing to metric drawing. Many of the engineers around the world use imperial units to represent their diagrams. As you can see here, it is a part of a civil plan where all the units are given as imperial units. Imperial units comprises of feet and inches. So let me describe few things about feet and inches. Normally, many students around the world get confused with feet and inches and meters and millimeters. Yes, we know that 1000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. But while it comes to the imperial units, it's not in a relationship with the factor of 10. So that means 12 inches is equal to 1 feet. You must be very clear with this conversion that 12 inch equal to 1 feet. Why? Because in my experience, many students make silly mistakes while they design. Let's take an example. Normally when the value is given as 9 inch, you may be tempted to input the value as 0.9 feet. And similarly, when the value is 5 inch, you can also be tempted to input the value as 0.5 feet. Logically, we may be tempted like that, but it's entirely wrong. Because we know that 12 inch equal to 1 feet. So you must input inches and feet separately in AutoCAD. So now let's see how to input the values in AutoCAD. As we know, we have already discussed about the units in our earlier videos. So now let's see how to input the imperial parameters or values to the drawing. So in order to input the imperial values, you have to change your unit. So as we know, the command for unit is UN and press enter. So now you can see the length type is decimal. So in order to change that unit to feet and inches, you have to come and click on this and you can find an option called architectural. Let me click on this and you can find that the sample output becomes in feet and inches. So now let me press OK and we are ready to go. Suppose my requirement is that I want to insert a line of length 1 inch. So for that, I will type L and press enter and I will specify my point anywhere here like this and I can show the length somewhere like this. So as I said, my requirement is to draw a line of length 1 inch. I will type 1 and the notation of inch like this and press enter. So now you can see a 1 inch line has been placed. Similarly, if you want to place a 1 feet length line, I can show my line like this. And I can give the input as 1 feet and press enter. This becomes 1 feet. If you have still doubt that 1 feet is equal to 12 inch, it's very clear. You can just try to draw a line with a length of 12 inch, that is 12 inch, and press enter. And yes, both are same. So AutoCAD itself shows us that 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. So don't get confused in the relationship. So now let's see how to input a mixed form of values. Say, I want to input a line of length 2 feet 3 inch. So the way of input is that 2 feet and 3 inch and press enter. So now you can see this line is of length 2 feet 3 inch. Now what if I have a fractional value? It's also possible. So I can input the fractional value like this. Say 2 feet 3 and 1 by 2 inch. Make it clear here. It's written as 2 feet 3 hyphen 1 divided by 2 inch. This will give you a value of 2 feet 3.5 inch and press enter to get the value like this, which is slightly more bigger than the previous one. So like that, you can toggle and input imperial values directly to your drawing. Converting imperial drawing to a metric drawing. Normally many of you have a problem to convert your imperial drawing to metric drawing. See, the AutoCAD is reference software. That means while the unit is set to metric, it takes 1 unit of AutoCAD equals 1 mm. Clear? Similarly, when the same software is set to imperial unit, it takes 1 unit equal to 1 inch. Logically correct. But think, in the both equations, the left hand side is 1 unit itself. Logically, we can correlate that right hand side must be also equal. So when it come up here, we will say that 1 mm is equal to 1 inch. It's entirely wrong. Don't think that 1 mm is equal to 1 inch. It is proved that 25.4 mm equals 1 inch. So that means if you have drawn drawings in both metric and imperial, it may have some size difference. So let's see how to manipulate with those conversions. So to convert imperial drawing to metric drawing, I have come up with two methods. That is method 1 to scale the entire drawing with 25.4 factor. And the method 2 to use the system setting, that is DWG units. Now let's see these two methods in the software. So let me convert my unit first from decimal to architectural and press OK. I will create a rectangle like this. For the dimension, I will give it as 1 inch and 1 inch and press enter. So my rectangle of 1 inch and 1 inch has been placed. When I take the distance, you can find that the distance from here is 1 inch, is correct. Now, what if I want to change this diagram to millimeters, which eventually must have a length of 254. Normally when you change your unit back to decimal and press OK and try to get the distance, you can find that the distance is still 1 like this, but it's wrong. We have to get a value of 25.4 here. So what you can do is that you can scale the entire drawing like this with the base point anywhere and give a factor of 25.4 and press enter. So now when you check the distance of the side, it becomes 25.4, which is logically correct. So this was the first method to convert your imperial drawings to metric drawing. So let's come back to the previous mode, this object. Now, the next method to convert imperial drawings to metric drawing is that you can use the system parameter, that is -DWG units, and press enter. So it will bring up you the default units in the drawing. So now you can see the drawing unit is set to inches now. That is, the unit for length is 1. The default value is 1. 1 is inches. We wanted to change it to millimeters. So the value is 3. So you can change it to any other parameters from here by giving the values here. So I want to change it to millimeters. So I will type 3 here and press enter. Now it's asking to specify the drawing display formats. It can be scientific or decimal. Let's go with decimal itself, that is 2. I will press enter for the default value. It's asking for linear display precision. Precision means up to which decimal value you want the measurement. So let it be 4 and I will press enter. It's asking that do you want to scale the object from other drawings upon insert? Yes, obviously. What all drawings will be inserted, it must be scaled. I will press enter again. Now the next question is whether we want to match the in units to the drawing units. Let us put yes. And it's again asking do you want to scale the objects in the current drawing, that is this object, to reflect the change in units. Obviously we want to change it. That's what we are doing now. Do you want to include the settings in the paper space, that is the layout space? Yes, obviously I want it. Now you can see the object has been scaled but it's not visible. Don't worry, the object is there. You can take zoom extents to see the object back like this. Now let me try distance from this corner to this corner, and you can see the distance is 25.4. Yes, very correct. So like this, you can convert any imperial drawing to metric drawing very easily. So let's see an example here. See, the tree here is drawn in metric and this car here, which is seen like a very small, is drawn in feet and inches. So if I want to convert this car, so that means I want to change this car to become with the size of the tree. So let me do the scaling here. I will select the object which I want to scale. I will give a value of 25.4 for the scale factor and press enter. So now you can see the car has become to the size of the object. So like this, you can convert the imperial drawing to the metric drawing to make it correspondent to the other drawings. So that's the end of this session. And we hope you understood well. Keep posting your queries and feedback. And for more videos, log on to www.tutormash.com. Thank you.